Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum students. Hope all of you will be fine. Here is our countdown. Now open your countdown book. Students, today we are going to start our learning from page number 85. So students, open page number 85. And our today's topic is division. Students, today we are going to learn about the division. Student, firstly you should know about the division, that what is division. So students, division is sharing equally. If you are sharing the things equally, then that will be the division. Okay, so if you are dividing the things between equal groups having the equal numbers, that will be the division. Okay, for example, you have 4 sharpeners and you want to divide these sharpeners into your 2 friends. Okay, and you want to divide them equally between 2 of your friends. Okay, let's start dividing it. You are going to make the 2 groups that you are giving to your friend. Okay, 1 and 2. Look at this, 1 and 2. We have divided these 4 sharpeners equally into 2 groups that you are giving each group to your one friend. Okay, look at this, we have divided our 4 sharpeners equally. So students, now you have the concept of division. Look at this students, here is the sign of the division. This sign will show us the division process. Okay, here is another sign for the division. This sign is used for the long division. If you are dividing a larger number, then you will use this sign, and this sign will be helpful for you. Let's do a practice of it. Come to your book students. Here is one of your friend Sarim, and Sarim is very confused because he has a question to solve it. Look at the Sarim's problem. Students, here is the Sarim's problem. Students, Sarim wants to divide the 56 into the 7 groups. Okay, so students, here we have used the sign of division. Here is our number that we are dividing, and here is the number of groups in which we are dividing this number. Okay, students, let's help Sarim to solve his sum because we know the process of the division. Okay, look at this students, here we have the number 7 and we know the table of the 7. Let's read the table of the 7 until we got this number 56, or the number that is less from the 56. As we have learned the table of 7 before, so read it with me students. 7 ones are 7, 7 twos are 14, 7 threes are 21, 7 fours are 28, 7 fives are 35, 7 sixes are 42, 7 sevens are 49, 7 eights are 56. Oh students, look at this, I have got my number 56 as it is. So I'm gonna write my answer by which I got number 56 just after it. 7 eights are 56. I'm gonna write my number or the product of these two numbers just beneath this. So students, my next step is subtraction. I'm going to subtract these two numbers. Here is my subtraction sign. When I subtracted number 56 from the 56, as both are the same numbers, so here I left with the number 0, which means that there is no number left. So students, here is our division process. We have helped out Sarim to find out these numbers. Now look at this students. We have solved out the sum of the Sarim, and look at this, 56 divided by 7, and our answer is 8. Students, Sarim wants to know the names of these division numbers. Let's help out Sarim to find and learn these names. Look at our example, students. The number that we are going to divide is called our dividend. So here in this example we are going to divide the number 56. So this will be our dividend. Here is our dividend. Read it with me, students. The number that we are going to divide in any question, that will be our dividend. Here is our dividend. So students, we have learned our first name, and next is the number through which we are dividing our dividend is called divisor. So students, tell me, what is the divisor in this question? Yes, the number 7 is divisor in this question, because we are going to divide through the 7. Okay. So students, the number through which we are dividing is called our divisor. Read it with me, students. This one is our divisor. Okay. And the number that we got after dividing our dividend, or the result of our division. Here is the result of our division. So students, the result of our division will be called as quotient. Read it with me, students. Quotient. So students, the result of our division will be called as quotient. Okay. And after the division, we have divided it. The number that will left after the division will called as remainder. This one is our remainder. Look at this, students. After dividing 56, we're left with the number 0, which means that there is no remainder in this question. But the number that will left after the division will called as remainder. Read it with me. It will called as remainder. Okay students, hope these names will be clear to you. Now try to learn these names by heart. Okay. This one is dividend, divisor, quotient, and the remainder. Okay. Students, now come on page number 86. And our topic is the remainder. So students, here we are going to learn the questions with the remainder. Okay. Look at the students, here is your new friend Adil, and he is very confused because he left with some numbers in the remainder. Now we are going to help out Adil to solve his questions. Look at the students, here is Adil's new sum. He wants to divide the number 26 into by the 6. Okay. So students, here we are going to divide 26 things by 6. It means that we are going to divide it into 6 groups. Look at this, Adil have took out 26 pebbles. Look at this. And he wants to divide these pebbles into groups so that each group will have the 6 pebbles. Okay, let's try to divide it. Look at this, students. I have taken the 26 rolls just like the 26 pebbles of Adil. Now students, just like Adil, we want to divide these rolls into the groups so that each group should have the 6 rolls. Okay, so students, let's start to divide these into the groups having the 6 members. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Look, I have made my first group. Here I am separating it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Here is my second group. Here I have separated my second group. And here is my third group. Look at this. In this I also have the 6 members. Here is my third group. Now I left with these roles: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Look, here is my fourth group. I have divided my roles into the groups having the 6 members. I have divided into 4 groups. Now students, I left with the 2 roles. Okay? What I will do with these will be my remainder. Let's divide it on your notebook. Look at this, students. This was our question. We have to divide the 26 pebbles into the groups of 6. Okay, let's try to divide it by this method. 6 fours are 24, because here I am writing the number that is smaller or equal to this number. Okay, here I am writing my number 4, that is my quotient. 6 fours are 24. I am going to write the product of these numbers here. Here is my number 24. Now students, next step is subtraction. So students, I am going to subtract my number 24 from the number 26. Let's try to subtract. So students, we will start our subtraction from the ones column. When we subtracted 4 from the number 6, our answer is 2. So students, here is our remainder, and this remainder is less than our divisor, so we can't divide it further. This will be our remainder, this will our quotient, this will be our, tell me students, this will be our dividend, and this will be our divisor. So students, we left with the number 2, just like our roles. Look at this, we have divided our 26 roles into 4 groups, that is our quotient. 26 is our dividend, and these number of groups that are 4, this is our quotient, and we left with only 2 roles and we can't make a group of them. So this will be our remainder. Okay students? Look at this students. Adil has also divided his 26 pebbles into the groups and remaining with the number 2, that is his remainder. Students, our next step is checking. We want to check our answer. So students, here is the process of checking our answer. That is very easy. We are going to multiply our quotient with the divisor, and then we are going to add our remainder, and if this will be equal to our dividend, then our answer will be correct. Let's try to learn it with this example. So students, as we have divided our 26 into the group of 6, now students, here is our equation. In this equation, we want to check out our answer. Look at this students. Here we are going to multiply our quotient with the divisor and then adding remainder. Let's add these numbers by our example. So students, in this, what is our quotient? Tell me. The quotient is our number 4. So I am going to write my quotient under this quotient. Next is multiplication. So I am going to multiply with the divisor. What is the divisor in this question? Tell me. The divisor is the number 6. So I am going to write my number 6 here. Next is plus. I am going to add in this the remainder. What is the remainder? Tell me students. What is the remainder in this question? The number 2. The number 2 is remainder. And now we are going to solve it. It should be equal to the dividend. Okay. Tell me students. 4 6 are 24. Very good. 4 6 are 24, and now we are going to add the number 2 into it. 24, 25 and 26. We have added the number 2 into the 24, and it will be equal to 26. So students, let's compare with our dividend. Here our answer is 26. Let's find out. Look at this. Here is our dividend and that is equal to our answer. It means that we have done our question correctly. Okay students, this one is very useful equation. You can learn this equation by heart and then you can find out or check your answer by self. So students, you can become your teacher yourself by using this equation. So learn it carefully. Quotient multiply by divisor and then adding the remainder. Okay, its answer should be equal to your dividend. Okay students, now come to your next page, that is page number 87, and our today's topic is, now we are going to dividing two digit numbers by the 10. Now we are going to divide our two digit numbers by the number 10. Very easy. In the last questions we were using only one number. Now we will use our number 10. That is more easy than that. Look at this example student. We are going to divide our number 43 by the number 10. Students, here is our number 10 and I am going to divide my dividend, that is 43, by the divisor 10. Let's try to divide it. Students, I am going to read the table of 10 until I got this number or the number that is smaller than this but not the large one. Okay, 10 ones are 10, 10 twos are 20, 10 threes are 30, 10 fours are 40. I can write the 40 here. Let's read it. 10 fives are 50, but 50 is the larger one, so I can't write the 50 here. I'm going to write 10 4, that is my quotient here, and the product will be here. 10 fours are 40. So students, tell me the next step. The next step is subtraction. I'm going to subtract these two numbers, 43 minus 40 and 3, 0 minus 3, and my answer is 3. So students, here is my remainder. Look at the students, the 3 is smaller than the 10 and I can't divide it further. So 3 will be my remainder, 4 will be my quotient and this is my divisor. Now students, I am going to tell you a logic or a trick to solve this. Students, look at this. We have to divide the number 43. In this, the first number will always the remainder. 3 will be the remainder and 4 will be my quotient. Look at this. By the quotient we can solve it. Look at this. If I have the number 53, tell me students, what will be the remainder and what will be the coefficient? This number, the 3 will be my remainder and 5 will be my quotient. Look, this one is very logical and you can use this logic to solve these questions. Students, we are going to write it as 43 divided by 10 and our answer is 4 is the quotient and remainder is 3. So this one is our answer. Look at the students, in the yellow box. This logic is given. Let's try to read it. The digit on the extreme right will be the remainder. So students, he is telling us that the digit that will be on the extreme right, that is our remainder, and the numbers to the left of it, the number that will be towards the left, they will be the quotient as we have solved earlier. Let's try to apply this on this example. Now look at the students, we are going to divide the number 527 by the number 10. So students, in this, what is the number in the extreme left corner? In the extreme left we have the number 7, so 7 should be the remainder, and these numbers that are toward the extreme right corner, in the extreme right corner we have the number 7, so number 7 is our remainder, it should be our remainder, and the numbers that are toward its left, they should be the quotient. Now let's try to solve the question and find out either our logic is correct or not. Look at this, students, our logic is correct because look at this. Here is our quotient, that is 52, and here is our remainder, that is 7. Students, in this we have divided our number twice because here we left with the number 27 and 27 is quite bigger from the number 10. Here we have divided it twice. Students, now come on page number 88. And in this we are going to divide 2-digit numbers by 1-digit number. Okay, look at the example, students. Here we are going to divide the 2-digit number by the 1-digit number. Students, let's take our first number. Look at this, students. In this question, the first number is bigger from the divisor, so we can take only this number first and we are going to divide it by the divisor. Let's do it. 4 ones are 4 and 4 twos are 8. So I'm gonna divide my first number by the divisor. 4 twos are 8. My next step is subtraction. I'm going to subtract my number from this. I have subtracted 8 from the 8 and answer is 0. There is no need to write 0 here. So this 4 will be taken as it is. Now I am going to divide this number by the divisor, as this number is equal to the divisor. So we can easily divide it. 4 ones are 4. Look at this, students. We have solved it. Next step is again subtraction. Now students, let's subtract it. 4 minus 4 and our answer is 0. So our remainder is 0. We have divided our dividend 84 by the divisor 4 completely and our quotient is 21. We left with the remainder 0. Look at this, students. We have done the 2-digit number division by the 1-digit number. Okay, hope this will be clear to you. Now come on the next. Next is dividing 3-digit numbers by 1-digit number. So students, now we are going to divide our 3-digit number by 1-digit number. Okay, students, here we are going to divide our 3-digit numbers, that is 642, by 1-digit number. Students, we are going to divide these numbers by the same division processes. Next is, here is our first number 6, that is quite larger from the number 2. So we can divide it alone. So students, let's read the table of 2. 2 ones are 2, 2 twos are 4 and 2 threes are 6. Look, we have find out our quotient. 2 threes are 6. What is the next step? Yes, students, next step is subtraction. I am going to subtract starting from the ones. Here is my number 2. Tens is the 4. So here our number is 42. That is again a quite larger from the number 2. So students, here I am going to take my first number 4. That is also a quite bigger from the 2. So students, let's try to divide it first. Read it with me. 2 ones are 2 and 2 twos are 4. 2 twos are 4. And again we are going to subtract it. Let's start subtraction from the ones. Here we left with the number 2. So we are going to write this number 2 here. Now students, look at this. Now our remainder is equal to our divisor. That can be done again. So we are going to do it again. 2 ones are 2. Now we are going to subtract it again. The subtraction will make the 0. Now this 0 is our remainder. So students, look at this. We have solved our 3-digit number by 1-digit number by the same easy processes or the steps of division. First, we are going to take our first number and then divide it by the divisor. Next step is subtraction. In the subtraction, we are going to subtract starting from the ones column. We have subtracted ones and the tens. Here we left with no number. The next step is again taking the first number and dividing it by the divisor. Here we make the quotient 2. 2 2s are 4. And the next step is again subtraction. And here we have subtracted the number and we're left with the number 2 and we divided it again by the divisor. So students, this one are the steps that are followed in the division process. You can follow these steps to solve the questions. So students, here are the steps on page number 89. You will have to follow these steps that I have told you, and by following these steps you can solve all the question of division very easily. Now try to solve the remaining example by yourself. Look students, we have solved it till our page number 89, and next you are going to come on page number 93 on question number 4, and here you are going to solve these questions that are according to the division concepts. Students, you are going to write all these questions and solve these sums on your notebook, neat notebook. Students, you are going to solve your sums on your neat notebooks in this way. Okay, you will write your exercise question number 4 and you will solve all of these sums of question number 4 on your notebook. Okay students, here are the questions and you will solve all these sums on your notebook. Okay students, take care. Allah Hafiz.